let's talk about turns. Turns versus discriminations. So we have the orange jump, the tunnel, and the green jump all lined up. The question that I have this week for my students is when you're looking at a lineup like this where we're coming, oops, I'm sorry, buddy. When we're looking at a lineup from the tunnel to the white jump to the yellow jump to this tunnel, and we have both of these jumps either side of the tunnel, when we're coming through this line, are we looking at a discrimination or are we looking at a turn? So what is required to get the orange jump? What is required to get the green jump from this yellow jump? So each exercise that we have this week comes from that far tunnel, and we are looking at turns. So one thing that I'm looking at when I'm looking at a discrimination and figuring out if it's a discrimination versus a turn is, one, my location. So the further back that I am, the further back I fall from my dog. So if my dog's in front of me on this yellow jump, then any of those jumps and tunnels up there become a discrimination, right? Because I'm no longer there to help with physical and location. And so now it comes down to a verbal directional or verbal obstacle cue. So then it becomes a discrimination. The other thing that would make this a discrimination is if my handling, even up close, if my handling is similar. And so as my dog is coming through white and yellow, my signaling for the tunnel and my signaling for the backside of orange are very, very similar. So that becomes a discrimination when my handling is very, very similar. But if I think about this as just being a turn, then I want to think about how do I cue my dog on this yellow jump, either prior or after, to get the 3 jumps that I want. So going yellow to blue, yellow to orange, yellow to green, and yellow to tunnel. Right? So what are my turns? So one thing that we need to know for each one of our dogs, and every dog is different, is where in this line does your dog commit to the tunnel? As we come off of this tunnel back here behind me, my dog is faced with the next tunnel. And if I wanted that tunnel, I would start telling my dog right about here to go ahead and go forward for that tunnel. So some dogs cue for the tunnel, the next few obstacles here, whatever is in their path. So some dogs cue on that here, they start picking it up, and they make the decision on what the correct path is here. Some dogs make the decision closer to the middle of these 2 jumps. And then some dogs make the decision on landing of yellow. And as a handler, we need to know what is our dog's commitment level. What is their commitment distance on this type of a line? Coming from the yellow jump to this orange jump, this is what I consider a soft turn. So my dog softly has to turn off of yellow to come and get this orange jump. And when I'm looking at soft turns, I like to give my dog a soft cue before the jump that they're going to turn on. So I want my turn to start here and come up on this jump in this fashion, rather than allowing my dog to jump straight and then having them turn. So for a soft turn, I'm going to cue my dog softly here, and then if I feel that they didn't listen to me, then I will give a stronger cue here. So what is my soft cue for my dog? My soft cue is his name, gently said. So Eli, Eli would mean something's coming up. Go ahead and prep for it and follow my lead, right? So giving him a soft cue here would mean that you are going to turn softly on this jump. Sometimes I'll pat my hip. That means stay with me. Good boy, very good, very good. He likes that cue. And so that means come in a little bit closer onto my side. So my soft cue gets a soft name call here. If I don't feel that he was listening to it, he'll get a stronger name call here. Eli, Eli, or E would mean, hey, turn hard now. So my harder turn, I have two of them. I started out with his name, just saying it stronger. E means, hey, pay attention, turn harder. And then I wanted more from my dog, and so I actually taught him a collection cue. So if he was to come off of a strong E cue, so E, then he would probably jump pretty big and turn tight, but not terribly tight. Whereas with my collection cue is check, check. And when I say my collection cue, I expect him to collect on this jump more rounded, and land, take off closer to the jump, land closer to the jump for a hard 90-degree or more turn. So my soft turn is more of a 45-ish. My check cue, my collection turn, is a 90-degree or more, okay? Training his collection cue took a ton of time. So not only did I work on his extension to collection coming into a jump, and I did that on the flat, did it with Kato boards, did it with my hand, did it with a ton of different ways that I worked extension to collection. But then I also specifically worked on it with jumps in a variety of ways as well. And so he has to have the information by here, because he slams on the brakes to come in close, and then he lifts rounded and turns on the bar. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. Check, 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 check. Wow, very good. That's his check cue. And now I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like for the tunnel. And what I want you to pay attention to is, where does he look straight at the tunnel? And at any point, does he look back at me and ask questions? Tunnel, 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 tunnel. Wow, very good. So now I'm going to ask for a soft turn for this orange jump. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. Eli. Wow, good. And so now I'll do the green jump, just showing that he can do it not only on the right hand, but also on my left hand, and also with a blind cross. So the blind cross can definitely challenge it, because that's showing a lot of forward motion. So you need to make sure that you give your soft cue in the correct location to get the desired turn. Tunnel, tunnel. Eli. Yeah. And then one final one for the tunnel. Tunnel. Tunnel, tunnel, tunnel. Wow.